What's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with sportsbizmusic, the podcast, episode 51. And I got a special guest on the show today. I have Queen Lo. What's going on with you?
Hey, not much. Just chilling. Excited for the interview.
Yeah, because we moved the interview like 5-6 times.
We moved it a couple times. It's cool. We here now,
So how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just chilling right now. I'm in Atlanta, working on some different things. So I'm just cooling.
That's what's up. So before we get into the questions, I would like you to introduce yourself to the people, just a little bit of what you do.
Of course. So I'm legendary Queen Lo from the Foe. That's Charlotte, North Carolina, born and raised. I am a model. That's kind of how I started off doing some things. Started working on my website and publicity for different music artists. And now I've expanded that to assisting multiple different brands with their companies, as well as just extending my reach in the industry by collaborating with different people doing different great things. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So one of the important questions I always ask everyone that's been on the show is what got you into wanting to be a brand consultant? Was it when you was younger? Because I have my own marketing company as well, and I always tell people that the reason why I got into marketing was because growing up, 90s and 2000s, that was the prime of life. So watching these Nike commercials and Nickelodeon commercials and stuff like that, and getting the advertisement. That was why I got into marketing. So what was something that sparked you into wanting to do brand marketing or brand
That's
consulting?
a great question, because when I was growing up, I wanted to do a lot of different things. I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be a lawyer, a doctor, and so many different things. So I would say that growing up, I just had a love and passion. I was making magazines and stuff like that, as a young child. So I think I always had big dreams, and I've gone through a lot in life. And kind of lost my own dream, and now I found it, and I find excitement. I really, truly, genuinely find excitement helping other people with their dreams and getting people excited about the potential they have within themselves, because I've tapped into mine. So that's really where I get it from. Is I think I have multiple talents, and I've always had that in me, and I've always had a love to want to do great things, and now I just want to spread that to other people, and I'm good at it. And I didn't know, and I didn't go to college. I'm not a traditional, I went to college for, medicine. I wanted to be a surgeon. And then I left, I withdrew from college, and now here I am, doing something I would have never expected.
What school did you go to?
I went to East Carolina.
Oh, yeah. East Carolina, ECU, the Pirates.
Pirates.
So why didn't you want to finish the medical?
Why didn't I want to finish what?
School in general, especially in medicine.
Right. So I was just going through a lot of things emotionally, and I left. I was dealing with issues with with who my father, my child's father is. He was just my boyfriend at the time, but I was going through issues with that and just different things. So I withdrew. I left college. I just didn't want to be there no more. I just slowly started dropping out of my classes, which is crazy, because I am still, but I had a 3.8, graduated National Honor Society.
Yeah,
then I got to college and just I was just nah, this ain't for me. And then I went through a whole journey of, I don't know, direction but misdirection. It was crazy.
No, I'm sorry. What you was about to say?
No, I said life is crazy. That's it.
So, were your parents upset or disappointed that you dropped out of college?
Yeah, my mom just kept trying to tell me to go to counseling. My dad, but my relationship with my parents is a little bit skewed. But my mom would just go to therapy or whatever. And my dad, he was not about his fault, but he was never really in my life like that at a certain point.
Yeah.
So he was kind of just we had a good relationship. So he was kind of just if you feel you gotta leave, then leave. I'll come help you. He actually helped me leave. But I didn't really care about their opinion either, though, because in a non-disrespectful way to them, I kind of had a strong I was strong-minded, and kind of did my own thing for a long time. I was doing my own thing without my parents. So direction, I'd say.
So as a businesswoman, we're gonna go into like more on your brand consulting company. But as a businesswoman, like at the beginning, it's like, how was it? Was it like really, really challenging on like finding the money, the LLC and everything, and finding like investors?
Okay, so I don't have any investors in my company. I just decided that I was doing these services for people, and I was doing all these things, and I was just doing it at so clean low, and I didn't have a business. And why not? I started educating myself about so many different things. I'm like, it doesn't cost that much, at least not in my state. I mean, it costs less than probably $250 for me to LLC it and get a couple other things that I wanted to kind of make it all put together. I mean, that's aside from business cards and stuff, but I do a lot of that stuff myself already. So as far as that part, I just decided, why not just become a business owner? Like, I mean, really talking about it, we need to do more stuff like this, because I can write off certain things. Like, just lots of things that you don't really know about. And once you educate yourself, you're like, oh, it's necessary. Why not make this my business instead of just making side hustle money? Make it real. Yeah, you have a valid point, because one thing that me and my homeboys do, what we talk about all the time, is that, in high school and middle school, they don't really teach you more about, life experiences, especially like learning how to open a business. And like, I'm doing my doctoral right now. I'm doing my DBA, and like one of the things that I preach is, rather have these kids waste their 2 years in college, pretty much going over the same stuff they did in high school with English and math and all that. Like, why not just focus on that, probably like in middle school, high school, and then like in their junior or senior in high school, they could focus on like how to run a business, because we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's my bad.
No, it's
sorry.
Okay.
My mouth is dry.
No, that's right. But yeah, like I just feel like we do need more like of these, especially the next generation, to be like their own businessmen and businesswomen. Like we need more business owners.
Yes, I agree. It's rough, and I feel like a lot of us, I feel like that's what our job is, though, is to tell our knowledge that we get ourselves and to expand it to the people who do come after us.
Yeah, so let's talk about your brand consulting company, Standout Society.
Yeah, Standout Society.
What's the story behind the name?
Definitely, I like that question. The story behind the name, I want people, for me, I like to stand out. I like to stand out by being myself and being me. And I feel like that's how I stand out. I think that's how brands individually stand out, is being themselves. Like, what makes them individualized and different. Because a lot of us have the same things that we like to do or similar things, but it's like that one thing that helps us stand out. So with me, I like to consider people like a family. The consultations I like to have, I have like some people who aren't even in my city that I work with, but I like to have like FaceTime stuff and make it seem like I truly am invested in your dream. So it's kind of like a society, like a group. So we're standing out, we're together as one Standout Society. Yeah.
And who do you consult? Like, who's under your company that you help with their career so far?
Right. So starting off, like in general, before Standout Society, I've helped music artists with helping grow like their online, their online personality, the things that they do, the content that they produce, and stuff like that. I've helped with videographers before and directors. And from there, then I moved on, and right now I'm working on with a client that is a clothing company, One Nation Elevated.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, like, what's like one of the, like, I guess, challenging, because as you do a marketing manager, brand manager, an agent, whatever, like you pretty much have these clients like lives and opportunities in your hands. So, like, what's like one of the most challenging like duties that you had to do so far?
The most challenging, I think one of the most challenging things personally for me is something that I like. It might not be the same thing that the client or the person I'm working with likes. And so, like, for example, I was working on a flyer for this one person that I have, and I did it a couple different ways. And it's funny because the one way I was showing people something, I said, this is one I like. This is another example of one. Yeah. And I said, this one right here, I don't like it at all. I think this is the one they're going to like. And they liked that one.
That's what's up.
That's like sometimes the challenging part is like knowing that, okay, so obviously I'm 1000% in control of my personal brands, like So Queen Love. But as far as other people's brands, they're wanting me to help put it together and like help with creativity, but it's still theirs, like, you know, and they're, you know, so I would say that's one of the most personally challenging one. Aside from that, another challenging thing is just the events and shows that I help out with and having to organize everything and keep it together and like the weight, you know, but I like that. I like that stress. That's the stuff I like crave. I love, like, that's what keeps me going. It gets me excited.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I see that you also do Forex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forex. Because I had one of my homeboys from high school. He actually does that too, and he was putting me up on game on the foreign exchange.
Yeah.
But like, what's like? Because me and him already had our discussion, and he had his personal opinion on it. So I want to hear from you, like, what's your opinion and, like, your experience so far with foreign exchange?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. I like that. I'm new to this. You know, I just started doing it recently. I actually joined through a company called IML. And that company teaches you, like, everything you need to know, like classes, like full-blown lessons for every person from beginner to intermediate, you know, and everything in between. It helps you learn about like trends and stuff like that, and really breaks it down in layman terms so you can understand it. So at first I was a little bit skeptical, but once I learned all of that and took it serious like a job, I'll say that I take foreign exchange like serious, like wake up, you know, watch the videos, take notes, and act like I'm going to school. And then you know more, and you can go ahead and make that money. Now, if you just go in there, you're just like, well, I'm going to take this money, and I'm going to go in here and just jump in this trade, and I'm about to see what's up, and if I can make some money, well, then you, like, basically doing, like, playing the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Just gambling your money. But if you actually know what you're doing, it's like, yeah, you get some, it's nice.
So what's the rules, though? Like, do y'all, like, invest and then like y'all take it out, or like how y'all do it? Like, do y'all?
I feel like everybody has a different technique. Like with my group, like I'm still kind of learning my technique. I trade. I have like an app. It's an app that I trade through, and I have an account with real money in it, and I have like a temporary, or not a temporary, but like a practice account where I can do it with like no money. You know, like if it was a game or something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like just a demo account. And so I would say, I mean, it's like I would say that everybody has their own technique and how they do it. I know some people put money in a specific amount, like say you put in $1,000 and that's all you put in. You go ahead and make money, you take a certain amount out, you keep this amount in, I wouldn't suggest taking it all out. That doesn't make sense. You're just trying to trade. I mean, for me, I'm like, look at it like, and I'm just beginning, like I said, but I look at it as trading like a job. Like, I'm not trying to only work like one day a week. Like, I want to go ahead and work like multiple days. So, you know, keep that money in there. I'm going to always trade. So there's no reason to like take all the money out. But you do want to take some profit out. I mean, that's your money. You made it.
That's what's,
you want to take some out to spend it. Exactly. You want to blow it.
So do you just do foreign exchange, or you do like, you know, of course, like, you know, buying like penny stocks or like investing stocks like over here, like 5 and below, you know, like stocks that's in the U.S. Do you?
Right, actually, so like not just like Forex, right? I've actually done some cryptocurrency trading and with Amazon stock too before, like just to play around.
So cryptocurrency, that's something that I started, you know, investing in cryptocurrency, but I'm smart with it. Like, I just put like probably like 50 cents, $1 in there, you know, here and there, because when I did my research, a lot of people actually put like their whole life savings in cryptocurrency. So like, what's your opinion about cryptocurrency?
I mean, I don't just like buy cryptocurrency. I trade like cryptocurrency to USD. Like, it's still trading currencies. I just trade the cryptocurrency. Okay. So as far as like buying into the crypto. I mean, I put like $50 in one time. I think it's down like to like $11. I don't know. I don't even look at it. That one, you know, like